Hey, Brian Young here from ProfitSourcing.com. If you haven't checked out the website, please do. It's www.profitsourcing.com, and on the site there's tons of free videos and articles about how to start and then fully automate your online selling business, whether that's books or retail or online arbitrage. Tons of great tips and tricks for you to check out. Today's video is on BookSaleFinder. If you're looking for the different book sales that are happening throughout the country, this is one of the websites that you should reference. It's free. You don't have to pay any monthly fee to get in. If you Google book sale, this is usually the first option that comes up. So heavily trafficked website. But when you pull up BookSaleFinder.com, here's the home page. As you can see, lots of advertisement, but there's a map of the United States on the left-hand side. So just find your state and click on it. We live in Minnesota. I'm going to click on this one here. And this is going to bring up all the sales that they have over the next 2 months in the Minnesota area. And every once in a while they'll throw in a couple others. So you can see these are all Minnesota cities right here. But then right here there's one in Pennsylvania, Minnesota cities, and these are in different states here, Connecticut and Connecticut. So some of the bigger national sales events, they must pay a little bit of extra money to have their book sales, you know, on all the states sale pages. Who knows? But Bloomington, that's a good sale. I mean, Bloomington is probably, you know, just within a handful of miles from where we're at. So if I click on there, it'll give me some more information on what the sale consists of. So there's 150,000 books. Now that's a lot of books. So that's a sale worth going to. But it's also worth mentioning that might be a sale that might garner some more national attention. So it probably is not just going to be the Minnesota book sourcers that show up, booksellers that show up to that event. They could come from all around because it's big enough. It truly is big enough to have just a ton of inventory. So I just kind of scroll through. I read through the ad here. I'm looking for a few different things. I can kind of go over that in a minute. But they're sorted and organized. So 16 days of sale. There's a preview sale on June 5th. That's usually one of the days I want to go. So I recommend going 2 days to library sales at minimum. If it's a big one, go to the preview night, which this one was on a Friday night from 5 to 9 p.m. $10 to attend, or go or also go on the last day, which is either a bag or a book sale, when they completely just slash prices and try to move their books out, and you get some good deals then too. But as you can see, it's $10 to attend, and they give numbers out at 3 p.m. So they're anticipating enough people where they want people to start lining up before 3. They'll hand out numbers, and those numbers will tell you what order you can be in at 5 o'clock when the doors truly open for the preview sale. And they kick everybody out at 9, and then it opens to the general public on Saturday, the next morning at 11 a.m. I look for book sale. I look for the prices. Prices are really important. So $1 to $2 a book. That's good. Books have not been picked over. So some of the sales will say books have been scanned. Books have been picked over. I mean, there's some sales that are really honest about that. And that's important because if you're an online bookseller, you don't want the sale to be picked over. I know, even though everybody's criteria is a little different, those high value books that you're looking for are probably not going to be there if they admit to going through them and scanning through them first. New items added continuously through the 12th, so that's good to know too. They're always adding books to the sale. That's why it might be worth going back again in the middle. So maybe on the 13th, going back in again and kind of going through. And then all proceeds go to crime prevention in Bloomington. So a lot of good information there. Some sales will say no book scanners. And I mean, even down here, if you just look down to the Brooklyn Center one down here, it's caught my eye. Scanners allowed, but must be used without removing books from their original location. So book scanners have a really bad reputation at some sales for like grabbing stacks of books, bringing them over to like a bleachers area or off to the side, scanning them, dumping the ones they don't want, and then leaving with the ones they do want. Just creating a mess, just being completely inconsiderate. My goal when I'm outsourcing books is to make sure I leave the shelf or the area better than, or at least the same, but better than what I found it at. So I'm organizing books, I'm flipping them over, I'm making them look nice as I go, because I want to have a good business relationship with these libraries and these sales events. So as you can see, lots of good information. That's a big sale, but there's some smaller ones here. I bet this Duluth sale right here is pretty small. I mean, it looks like they do have a preview sale, so that's usually a good sign. That usually does mean that they have quite a few books. I mean, this one right here in Egan, only 20,000 is actually a lot of books, but only 20,000 books. Like here in Edina, is hundreds of books. Okay, so that's going to be a smaller sale, but I like those smaller sales. In fact, sometimes those smaller sales are the best because there's no competition. Even the local competition doesn't show up, so you have free reign. And so we go to a sale locally here that has maybe like 2,000 books, but we consistently leave with hundreds of books. We show up for an hour and I can find 200 books and I can leave, and that's great. No competition. They just love us there because not only do we pay for books, we usually give a little extra. So if you're looking for a good site to find books and find book sales, this is a great one, BookSaleFinder.com. Come check it out. Well, thanks for watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful. Again, come visit us at ProfitSourcing.com. If you have any questions or comments or concerns about how to best utilize BookSaleFinder.com, send me an email, connect with me on Facebook. I'd be happy to help. Have a great day.